friends, good morning and happy Saturday. And I am making this video today to begin the day with positive vibes because it's the weekend and there's an abundance of time, and I want to make this video regarding coffee and a recent experiment that I have embarked upon involving caffeine and coffee. And actually, my family is Colombian, so I am very much a coffee lover, and we all appreciate coffee in our family. And I, for the past, I don't know, 10 plus years, I've been having my coffee in the morning, and I stopped my coffee consumption in the afternoon. So I don't have a coffee after 12 noon maximum, except when I'm on vacation and I feel really free and you know, we all have the vacation vibes, feelings. So the reason that I am making this video is to share with you that I recently cut out coffee, and specifically caffeine, from my intake on a daily basis. I did this 2 weeks ago, and the reason I did it is because I have been receiving messages from different sources, such as when I've been to yoga class and from other health practitioners, that they just mention, you know, to stop having coffee or to stop having caffeine. And some people that I really admire have been expressing this message. So I had just, you know, absorbed that, but I didn't really act upon it because I just thought, you know, it's coffee and so many people have great success with coffee, with the caffeine. And yet there was something inside of me, there was a voice inside of me that kept repeating the idea that maybe I would have even more benefits if I cut out the caffeine. And so what really motivated me in the end was when I saw my younger brother, Jefferson, when I was in New York. He would get up very early in the morning, like at 5:50, and then go into Manhattan to work. And he didn't have any coffee, he didn't need it. He's 19. And he was, I mean, he was groggy in the morning, but he just went out. Like, he would go on his bike, and it was dark, and it would be fine. And I realized that maybe I'm making a big deal about caffeine. Maybe it's not as crucial to beginning the morning. And so I would just share this experience with you, that I have cut out the caffeine, that I have not been having coffee on my weekdays, and when I have 1 cup of coffee on the weekend, it's decaf coffee. And what I've experienced is a lot more, I just feel better. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more of my natural self. I feel more connected with my natural, authentic self. And I realized that I actually don't need the caffeine to give me my positive energy and my joyfulness. And actually, I'm able to tap into more of my essence without the caffeine. And caffeine is a chemical, and it actually does a lot of work in the brain, and that's why it creates this, not addiction, but it's a habit. You know, your coffee becomes your habit in the morning, and then you add sugar to it, which actually I would encourage you to try having coffee every day without the sugar, without the milk, without any additives that enhance the flavor. And you might experience that it's not as delicious. I mean, you may get the mental kick, but isn't it true that we need more and more coffee to stimulate us more? And that's what happens in the brain. Coffee receptors, the caffeine chemical, not coffee, but caffeine, when it enters our bloodstream, it goes into the brain and it connects to certain receptors in our brain that would normally attach to receptors that indicate tiredness and fatigue. And thus, since the caffeine is attaching to those same receptors, it means that it blocks the feelings of tiredness and fatigue, because those receptors of tiredness are not able to make the connection. And so then when that happens, you have an excess of the receptors of the chemicals in your brain that signal fatigue, and then your body produces more adrenaline from your hypothalamus, which is it's what affects hormone balance. And so you produce more adrenaline and cortisol. And this is why caffeine is related to hormonal balance. So I'm just mentioning this, I'm sharing this, not to be like, anti-caffeine or whatever, because different things work for different people. I'm sharing my experience to perhaps get your own wheels turning, to consider what you would look like and how you would function without caffeine. Instead of coffee, now I have tea, and I never thought I would be a tea person, a morning tea person, but it's really nice. And tea comes in different flavors, and like today I do a combination of 2 teas, and this tea is a lemon ginger probiotic tea, and then this other tea is a loose leaf tea, organic black tea flavored, and it's really nice and I really love it. And then you can just sweeten it with stevia, which is the sugar replacement that I mentioned yesterday. Stevia, yeah, so it's a leaf. So that is my message for today, is to just invite ourselves to be open to new experiences, and especially in our habits, which are the toughest parts to modify. But so far in this year, I have cut out the caffeine, and I feel amazing, and I feel better than before. And I go to the gym in the morning and I'm still performing even better. Like, I'm more intense, I'm more focused, and I'm more centered. And I love that feeling. And so if you're using anything in your life, whether it's caffeine or sugar, anything, alcohol or cigarettes, to give you an extra boost because you think that gives you an edge, but you know that deep down it's artificial, it's a chemical, it is a stimulant, and it doesn't really give back to you vitality and depth of spirit and joy, then there's another way. And as soon as you ask that question, what is the other way, you will get the answer, and it will come to you. And so that is my message for today. If you would like to talk more about caffeine and your own ideas about it, if any of this strikes your or resonates with you, let me know, send me a message. And if you would like to discuss life coaching for any of your personal goals or desires, or like cutting out caffeine, you can let me know and we can meet for a coffee or have a Skype chat. So I wish you a beautiful and joyful day, and have a great breakfast, and nourishing foods and nourishing thoughts. All right, take care. Bye.